I mean, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, we're having such a great behind the scene banter because this topic, some of us have seen where with this topic, you know, being a team player and still just being able to be yourself. Yeah. We're going to do our agree or disagree segment, and our question is going to pop on the screen, Ife. The question on the screen, you have a board, and it says agree or disagree. So let's try not to be in the middle today. No disagreeing today, all right? No disagreeing. So the question today is, as long as work is done, getting credit doesn't matter. Ooh, think about it. As long as work is done, getting credit doesn't matter. Okay, 1, 2, 3, everybody's. Okay, Efe, you say disagree. Ebu, you say disagree as well. Yeah. Coach T, you agree? Do you agree or disagree? Okay, Efe, why do you have to, how does Osare say it? You have to defend your answer. Osare said defend your answer.
What amazed me was the speed with which I raised.
Okay, so credit,
I think it's important. It's important for the team because after a while, if you don't give credit to whom credit is due, what happens is that politics starts to get in. It's like, I'm the one working, you're not recognizing the people working. Somebody brought in the millions and you are giving all of us equal. So the people who don't want to do anything, they just sit back and relax and wait for somebody. Politics sets in. And so at the end of the day, it distorts the team dynamic. So I disagree.
No, I totally
you need your credit.
I disagree.
Run me my credit. Okay.
No, I mean, I agree with what you said.
Okay.
So that's why my answer is disagree. And the truth is, at the end of the day, initially you might not feel it, like, yeah, I'm doing my work, but the truth is everybody likes to be recognized.
Absolutely.
Every spirit likes to be, you know, oh yes, you've done this and all of that. And the truth is, if that doesn't happen, there'll be burnout. And that's why you see some organizations, there's a high turnover of people leaving. And that might be why, not even because they're not even paying that well, but that sense of recognition, that sense of appreciation is very key for a team, no matter how minute, as a team together or even individually. And that's why there's the appraisal culture. Where, and like she said, it's not everybody that gets the same raise based off what you've done. So that way you're even motivated to do more if you know that, if I do more, I will get more. You know, I think it's important.
Okay, DT.
Let me do.
I love it, DT. I love it. Thank you, DT.
So, how I'm going to go about it is that we're going to focus on the goal. It's the goal.
You're struggling, Coach T.
I want to be on running side today.
I love it. Yeah, give it to us.
We are focusing on the goal. This is a team work, and we are focusing on the goal.
And what's the end?
Don't worry, we've all achieved it, and we are happy together. We've all done it together. And we are raising the cup together. So it doesn't. The point is, has the job been done? Have we been able to achieve what we wanted to achieve? Amen. That is all that matters.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to say.
Please, I beg, I cannot even agree with that. I just want to be the devil's advocate. I love it. No, but it's important. It's important too, because in a family dynamic, would you also still disagree or agree? In your family, do you have to be the one to take credit? As if family is a team.
As anybody that's done well to
in the family as well.
Family, you might not be able to do that. Everybody just say we've done it and we're happy.
I try not to do that. Right. Me, I was even very anal because growing up, as the first kid, I got blamed for everybody. For everything. I don't know who else was in that WhatsApp group. Yes. So because of that, I was very intentional about mine that I didn't want that to happen to her. So that's what I'm saying. So whenever somebody else did something, it's the same way. I would not. And they're trying to blame. I'm like, was she there? Yeah. No, please focus on the person that did it. So that person too can learn and not think it's somebody else's business. Because that way you grow, you build entitled children. If they know that somebody else is taking the blame, no. So same thing. So if they've done something excellent, well, oh hi, good job. Right. So I think it should be done either way, whether it's home, whether it's even in a WhatsApp group, whether it's in church, whether it's in my workplace. I think.
But how does it impact somebody who's not, especially if there's like a star in the team, maybe work, and they're always getting credit? How does it impact somebody who may not be the, for example, the striker is the person that gets the goal in. But there are people who support to get the goal in. How does it impact when only one person keeps getting credit?
But then that's where we talk about appraisals. Right. So if looking at your job description and everything has pointers and we see that you've done your own, we will mention it as part of it. We will conclude with, oh, Mr. So has done this, but we also know that Miss Lagwaja did this and did and so person did this. It's always part of
that makes the key.
Yes,
it's
very key. Yes,
absolutely. Yes, I mean, I totally agree. Especially in the workspace, you just cannot afford to allow other people to take your credit, because that's how we see that certain people are getting promoted and they're not as smart as you. You know, they're not brilliant as you are contributing to the work, and that's why even a lot of coaching is necessary, because even how you word your CV, it shows that you don't take credit, you don't give yourself enough credit. A lot of you just say, oh, I tidied up the table. Wow. If a LinkedIn coach will catch your CV and tell you how exactly and help you to redesign, just I tidied up the table, you'll find that even tidying up, because imagine if we got here, someone arranged this cup, someone washed the cup,
same sequence,
absolutely, and imagine if we got here and we found dirty cups. So that's how much you know that a lot of you just underestimate. A lot of people underestimate themselves. It's why you are jealous of that person that's the shiny person, because you underestimate your own self. Because if you value the little, just like we mentioned salt. If salt were to say so Bomo shine, and then start to that over, then it'll be too salty,
right? Or even a simple example, even here. So there was a day that mic girl wasn't around, and somebody else tried to mic us, and the person was on for hours. And I was like, kudos. You see, in my heart, I just said, just something as simple as backup. But I mean, obviously, because it's not something he does all the time. He struggled a bit, but she, bam. So can you say something as simple as that? You know, so that's why I tell people, everybody has
you're all important. You're all important.
Exactly.
Oh, big picture.
Yes, and when you recognize that, you stop being insecure. You stop looking at the other person and thinking, why is she? Exactly. Some people are just out there, whether they like it or not. They're not trying to put on a thing, but they're just.
So we're all women.
Ronnie, I hear you.
Thank you.
For the women, I want to bring that women area because it's very
important. Example. Whenever I employ help at home, I've always had helps, and whenever I employ them, I call them, because I know that attitude that they have, like, oh, you think if not for situation, Madam. Oh Lord, that woman here. You know, a lot of times they have that mindset, and I'm like, please don't come here with that because the reason why I'm inviting you here, there's nothing I'm giving you to do I cannot do myself. Wash toilet, anything, I can do it, and you'll probably do it in your house and not get paid for it. I'm here. You're here because I can't do everything by myself, and I need someone to share the load with me. The day you don't come, it affects me.
Exactly.
The day you drop the ball, it affects me. So I need you to understand that your role is very, very important. Very important. And I tell them that on the first day they come. So they come with that attitude that, oh, I'm important to the whole picture. That's what I mean about it.
That's why credit is important.
And that should be said, we should say that to our staff.
Exactly. That's why I said emotional intelligence is important.
Yes.
Help them see the importance, because some people don't see the importance of their role.
I'm tidying the table like
it's like, what's there if there's a little dust on? And I'll explain to them the importance of what they're doing and help them see how they key into the role. So if you don't come, I can't go to work.
Yeah,
true. Exactly. And then all the things lined up for the day.
Exactly. Absolutely. Because you can also recognize there are some people who are visible but not valuable.
Exactly.
So just like we said, the key thing is to be valuable. Exactly. Is that person valuable, or they're just loud, just all over the place, you know? And I think even team leaders need to also note this as well, because often even in class we experience it where it's the person that's always, raising up their hand and doing exactly.
If I'm in a class, I usually don't talk.
But are they giving the right answer?
Exactly. But teachers like to concentrate on people who, because it makes their job, makes them feel like they're working. But they must recognize the quiet girl at the back who, may know it and just isn't very.
Sometimes even whispers the answer to
the person
that jumps off.
It's true. That happens.
For me, actually, even despite that I talk a lot, when it gets to a place where a lot of people, I observe, I listen, I don't talk much. I might not even say a word throughout. Sometimes they feel, you're not talking, but I've taken a lot. I've, even more than talking. Some of the people that talk a lot, I thought you see that when they leave, ask them.
They don't have that much.
They don't have anything.
Oh my God. But this conversation is so important, because I want to talk to the person who always feels like somebody else is overdoing.
Ronnie.
I'm going back to that. They're the ones I want to talk to.
Right.
Okay. So I hope they've heard. Yes. So for me, it's not talking to the person who is overdoing. Yes. So I want to talk to the person that you matter. it's because you are the one underestimating yourself is why you feel somebody else is overdoing.
Exactly.
So know that you are seen. There's a place for you. And when you have that, when you are very secure in who you are, because that's how I want to bring up my children. I don't want you coming into the room and assessing, oh, this person. No, just be secure in who you are. Like Diti said, there are times you are quiet and it's okay. It's not every time.
Nothing is going to happen.
Absolutely. So I just want that girl or that guy who's there to not feel as if, oh, somebody else is overdoing. It's because maybe you also need to just be confident in how your light shines. And it's okay. It's not that because you shine doesn't mean she's shining brighter than you or he's shining brighter than you. But in the workplace, you must learn to speak up or else they will pass you over. Opportunities will pass you over.
Yeah, it could also build on LD rivalry and competition. You see people want to, try and do exactly what you're doing. Well, you don't have to do that. It comes from a very bad place. Very bad
you want to try and do that, you just look awkward.
Negative energy. Yes. Something comes just natural. Just be yourself.
And if you try to copy somebody else, you are not an original anymore. And you can tell when someone's fake, to be honest. So they heard me loud and clear, right?
Yeah, very loud.
Loud and clear. Okay, what's our wise words on the web today? It is the strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. Phil Jackson. Imagine this table, one leg saying, so this one is standing too much. We're all so important as part of the team. If you feel you need to speak up a bit more, do that.
And there's also a saying that says, you are strong as your weakest link. So if you think you are strong and you're number two, or if you have your weakest link, that's how strong the entire team is.
So true. Woo. Thank you very much, Ife, for coming on the show. We've enjoyed, your dynamic to this conversation. So thank you very much for coming. Yes, I hope you come back.
I will.
Yay! Awesome. Woo, that's a wrap on another powerful edition of The Big Conversation. We hope this episode got you thinking about how you show up in your team and how to be seen without stealing the scene. Remember, collaboration doesn't mean invisibility and confidence doesn't equal arrogance. Now click and subscribe to a Dominion broadcast and share this video. Now, Shades, your colleague needs to hear it. That colleague that thinks you're a bebelube, they need to watch this video, all right? And follow us on Instagram, on X, on TikTok, and on Facebook. And of course, let us know when you follow as well. Let us know how you navigate visibility in your team. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep the conversation going. It's been an amazing edition of The Big Conversation.